iPhone 15 Pro main to Pro camera system. 48 megapixels main, 24mm 1 Gilder 78 aperture, second generation sensor, shift optical image stabilization, 100% focus, pin to else support for super high resolution photos, 24 megapixels and 48 megapixels. 12 megapixels ultra-wide, 13mm 2 Gilders 2 aperture and 120 degrees field of view, 100% focus, pin to else. 12 megapixels 2 inches to telephoto enabled by quad pin to else sensor, 48mm 1 Gilder 78 aperture, second generation sensor, shift optical image stabilization, 100% focus, pin to else. 12 megapixels 5 inches to telephoto, 120mm 2 Gilders 8 aperture, 3D sensor, shift optical image stabilization and autofocus, tetraprism design. 5 inches to optical zoom in, 2 inches to optical zoom out, 10 inches to optical zoom range. Digital zoom up to 25 inches to both models, customizable default lens, main sapphire crystal lens cover. Adaptive True Tone Flash Photonic Engine, Deep Fusion Smart HDR5 Nin to T generation portraits with focus and depth control, portrait lighting with scene to effects, night mode portraits enabled by lidar scanner, panorama up to 63 megapixels, photographic styles, macro photography, Apple Pro RAW. Wide color capture for photos and live photos, lens correction, ultra-wide advanced red-eye correction, auto image stabilization, burst mode, photo geotagging, image formats captured HEIF, JPEG and DNG, video recording, 4K video recording at 24 fps, 25 fps, 30 fps or 60 fps, 1080p HD video recording at 25 fps, 30 fps or 60 fps, 720p HD video recording at 30 fps, cinematic mode up to 4K HDR at 30 fps, action mode up to 28K at 60 fps, HDR video recording with Dolby Vision up to 4K at 60 fps, ProRes video recording up to 4K at 60 fps with ein-to-ternal recording, log video recording, Academy color encoding system, macro video recording including slow-mo and time-lapse slow-mo video, support for 1080p at 120 fps or 240 fps, time-lapse video with stabilization, night mode, time-lapse quicktake video, second generation sensor, shift optical image stabilization for video, main optical image stabilization for video, 3 inches to telephoto, 3D sensor, shift optical image stabilization and AF for video, 5 inches to telephoto, digital zoom up to 9 inches to iPhone 15 Pro and 15 inches to iPhone 15 Pro, main to audio zoom, True Tone Flash. Cinematic video stabilization, 4K 1080p and 720p continuous autofocus video, take 8 megapixels still photos while recording, 4K video playback, zoom video formats, recorded HEVC-H264 and ProRes stereo recording, true depth camera, 12 megapixels camera, 1 Gilder 9 aperture autofocus with focus peen to else retina flash photonic engine deep fusion smart HDR5 NEAN to T generation portraits with focus and depth control portrait lighting with scene to effects and emoji and memoji night mode photographic styles Apple Pro RAW wide color capture for photos and live photos lens correction auto image stabilization burst mode 4K video recording at 24 fps 25 fps 30 fps or 60 fps 1080p HD video recording at 25 fps 30 fps or 60 fps cinematic mode up to 4K HDR at 30 fps HDR video recording with Dolby Vision up to 4K at 60 fps ProRes video recording up to 4K at 60 fps with ein-to-ternal recording log video recording Academy color encoding system slow-mo video support for 1080p at 120 fps time-lapse video with stabilization night mode time-lapse quicktake video cinematic video stabilization 4K 1080p and 720p Face ID enabled by True Depth camera for facial recognition Apple Pay with your iPhone using Face ID in stores within apps and on the web complete purchases made with Apple Pay on your Mac learn more about Apple Pay to know more about iPhone 15 and iPhone 15 Max Pro please click the below link.